Okay, so we're gonna attempt to remove this brake line here. I do got some of these tools that can stop the flow of the fluid there. I do have different sizes. It comes in a few different sizes: 3x8, 5x16, and this is universal. It will just change. It's like oval from the middle. These are just like dotted, and this is both sides has this type of mechanism, but we're most likely going to be using one of these depending on what kind of sit there. And I also got a 1/2 inch right here, so it can you're gonna see how this works. It just clamps onto the line there and it blocks the flow of the fluid. So to begin with, this line, this Jeep does have a ABS sensor like going right through it. So what I want to do is I want to disconnect the ABS sensor from the from this line here. So we do got it like a 10 millimeter all the way down here in the bottom here. So I want to disconnect all the hardware stuff first. That way the line can just come out really smooth. Ah, God, this is gonna happen. It stopped on me, so I'm gonna have to get a socket for that. 10 millimeter right here that connects, hold the line together. I'm gonna use my power tool here. Okay, seems like it's out, but stuck onto it somehow, some way. There you go. So this line should be kind of free, and I hate this shock part too. The shock part might kind of bother us. I might be able to kind of yank it out of there. Might be able to yank it out of there. Okay, there you go. Don't know why they designed such a thing. Okay, so also the brake sensor is attached to this. ABS sensor is attached to this at multiple points. Okay, let's get that out of there. Just try not to yank on the sensor. I'm gonna have to get a fork to remove those couple of clips on there. A couple of retainers here on the ABS sensor that attach to that bracket. Okay, I think that what they want you to do here is they want you to remove the freaking shock here to get this out, which is just stupid for them to do. Okay, so ABS is free. There you go. Make sure you reroute it back there. So this ABS is part of the hub here. So there you go. Our line is free here. And what I need to do now is I am going to, okay, we're gonna have to release the 10 millimeter here. Let me see if my power tool can work on that. There you go. So this should separate. Okay. This should separate this and that, just like that. But bad idea. I think you should at least release that bolt first. That was just stupid of me. But I think I should still, because remember I loosened it yesterday. So what I might have to do is I might have to put that little 10 millimeter back in. Okay, yep. Put that 10 millimeter back in. And I just don't want to block the view of the camera. It's gonna be a whole bunch of turns here. Ah, there you go. So very common issue for these to bind up the lines like that, because the rust inside that will build up would work like a check valve in here. It will really push pressure, but it won't release pressure. If that doesn't work out, then it's something, it could be your ABS pump, it could be a master cylinder, it could be the rest of the line. But we don't want to go that far. We don't want to go that far. We rather just stick to the main suspect down here. Let's get that bolt out one more time. Okay, so let me show you guys how my tool is gonna work over here. Okay, so we're gonna take this little guy. I'm gonna take about 3x8. You can select the size you want. So this is just gonna go in there. It's gonna grab on top of that, and it's gonna work like a magic there. See that? Everyone should get one of these so that your brake line doesn't leak out as you're working on the car. So I just want to attempt one more thing. I want to back up the camera here a little bit. So it might just kind of free up by now. So I'm going to try to compress this piston one more time to see. Okay, you see that? I cannot compress this piston. So this line is definitely jammed up. So all I got down here is a 15 millimeter. Okay, and this 15 millimeter is gonna release my line down here. And just to let you know, that 15 millimeter does have a washer on each side, so make sure you pay attention to that, to this bolt. It's a special bolt. So my washer kind of stayed one on this, one on the caliper. And all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get this guy out of there. Simple and easy. Okay, and let all the fluid come out of that caliper. That's fine. We can pump new fluid in there. And there you go. Our line is out, and we're gonna just dump it in here, and we'll wait for the new part. So I figured out the other tool that looks something like this. So we got that attached there. This can be used on the opposite side where there's a hole on both sides of this little guy right here. So this can be used if you're just replacing the caliper. This will block both sides. So great tool to have. You can pick it up. It's not that expensive. And that's it for that. So I got a brake line right there. That's the part number. So let me just move my camera this way. That way I'm not blocking the view. Okay, so first of all, inside this package, you're gonna get this 2 liter crush washers, and there those. And the old one is usually, it will stay behind. So make sure, I'm gonna just take this light for a second. So make sure the old one comes off. There you go. Then we're gonna take this line. I'm gonna just route this line right through here. So this ABS line has to stay up, just like that. And we will route this right through here. Make sure you don't get any dust, anything like that in there. So this can just sit there freely. And now this end has to go stick into that little groove in the back. It might be a little bit complicated with the shock there, but we will get it. Otherwise the shock's gotta come off. That sucks. That's gonna suck if you had to take out the shock, but we shouldn't have to take out the shock. All right, nice job, Jeep. This was not something I expected. I'm gonna still try to attempt to get that in there, so I'll be back because the camera's gotta get out of my way. Get the back end of your line and then tap on the front end. That's in there already. So I do need to what am I doing here? I need the one with the washer goes here to hold this line in place. Whoops, we don't want that. We do not want that. Okay. Where is I have to line that. So once that's lined, I can tighten this bolt up. Oh, not a good spot. And that goes in just like that. Make sure these two little guys right here go into the little holes there. There you go, that's one. And the second one's kind of giving me trouble. I'll use this fork to push it in. All right. It looks easy, but it's a little bit picking on my brain here. So this line kind of comes up and then it attaches in that manner. But remember, the bolt, the special bolt, you need the two crush washers. One goes on that, the other one goes in the front of it, just like that. And then this has to go in that way. And when you're bleeding this, I'm not gonna record a bleeding process. I do have bleeding videos, so it's the same process for all of them. Come on, little guy. My hands are slippery here. So make sure your crush washer's in, because it can fall out. After that, reroute your line everywhere. Make sure it sticks into the... It is safety concern if you don't stick this brake line and ABS sensor and route it correctly, because it will hit the wheel and damage things. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my 15mm wrench and I am gonna lock this bolt up. If you have the torque specs, go by the specs. And do not go crazy, because you will snap that and then you're gonna need a new caliper. Okay, now I gotta grab the line from this end. I'm gonna remove that tool that I have there before I put the bolt and everything in. And it's gonna start to drip, you see that? If you wanna give it a little bit of drips, that's up to you. But I do wanna catch the threads so I don't cross thread nothing. Once I catch some of the threads there, okay, this is kinda stressful here. Come on, little guy. Okay, once you get the line in, you should be able to turn it. And you do want to, oh God, right in the fluid. You do want to check for leaks on both ends, here and there. So if it doesn't leak, you're good to go. When you're bleeding with high pressure, double check it, clean it up. And so that seems like, I don't want to go crazy on the tightening because I need this thing to move around a bit. So I still need to get this down there. Okay, I'm almost done with this little guy. Okay, but I'm trying to figure out where this is gonna go. This is gonna go there. My hands are super slippery right now. So this goes on top of that, and that goes there. And okay, no, this goes in the bottom, and that goes on the top. So I'm gonna get this bolt in there, and then I'll come back because I need access to this area here. I do need to tighten it up. And that's it. Everything will find its spot. All I need to do, last thing here, is I need to get this mounting bracket for this ABS line. This needs to come up a little bit. And that needs to go down a bit. Okay. So now all I need to do is bleed the system. I'm gonna call a friend over. That's not gonna be part of the video. So you do need to bleed the system or you're... Okay. One last thing I wanna do is lock this up. Since the bolt holds it for us, nice and firm. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Clean this baby up. Clean this baby up. And then what you're gonna need is a 10 millimeter. I think it's 11 millimeter here. It's a 12 millimeter. Nope, it's got to be 11 to bleed the line. Yep, it's 11 millimeter. There you go. Alright guys, so thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys on the next video. So I had this line over here kind of backward. I kind of rerouted it, so it was weird for me not to be able to get to the bleeder valve. So I'm like, oh, it's probably routed wrong. So you can route the brake line wrong. Usually you can't because they have some kind of universal, not universal, something that daps into. But this line can be mounted wrong. So pay attention to that, okay? There we have it. Now I'm able to access this bleeder valve easily and properly. So this is done deal. We're gonna bleed the system and then it's good to go. Thank you for watching. Okay guys, I'm done bleeding. I just want to show you guys the caliper is free now. Okay, it's turning. I'm gonna have my friend hold the brake, press the brake. See, it doesn't turn no more. Let it go and it turns. That's how it's supposed to be. So thank you for watching this video. I did bleed it. I did not record that part. Make sure you bleed it and top off the fluid.